I need somebody help, not just anybody help. You know I need somebody help. When I was younger, so much younger than today, I never needed anybody's help in any way. But now these days are gone and I'm not so self-assured. And I've found I changed my mind and open up the doors. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. And I do appreciate you being around. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me, help me, help me. How's it going, folks? This is Wayne R back for another lesson, and today we're doing a Beatles classic, Help. You know, absolutely brilliant song. If you play this, or you know, if you gig with it, busk with it, it's a great song. Everybody knows it. Everyone always ends up singing along, and it's a good one if you're just getting into bar chords as well. There is a few bar chords in it, not particularly difficult bar chords. Well, all bar chords are difficult for beginners. But it's a good one if you're finding your way with bar chords. It's a good song to sort of, you know, as are a lot of Beatles songs. But this one is a great one. It's got a nice pace to it. So without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so the song is in standard tuning, and the intro, I'll just go over the chords because these are sort of single strums just before we kick into the verse and we start strumming. The first chord we're going to need is a B minor, so that's your first bar chord. So we've got help, I need somebody. We go to a G. Now I do the four-fingered G, which I pretty much use a lot. You don't have to, but I just think it sounds a little bit fatter. Help, not just anybody. An E. Help, you know I need someone. Help. We go to an A chord. So again, we got a B minor. Help, I need somebody. Help, not just anybody. Help, you know I need somebody. Help. Okay, so I'll go over the strumming pattern shortly, but I'll just go over, obviously, getting the chords down first. So when we go into the strumming and we hit the verse, we've got the A chord. When I was younger so much, we're going to go to a C sharp minor. Younger than today. An F sharp minor. I never needed anybody's. And we go D, G, A. It's sort of, you know, quite quick changes there. Half bar sort of chords. So that repeats again, so I'll just go over that. So when I was younger, so much younger than to C sharp minor, F sharp minor, never needed anybody's help in any way. So you got that D, G, A again. But now these days are gone and I'm not so, that's it, C sharp minor, not so self-assured. F sharp minor, now I found, I changed my mind, and D, G, A, okay? Then we've got the chorus, which is similar to the sort of the intro. We've got the B minor, so help me if you can, I'm feeling down. Into a G, and I do appreciate you being around. We go to an E, help me get my feet back on the ground. To an A, won't you please, please help me. Now what I do there's a couple other things I do for the chorus as well. But on the A chord at the end, if you're doing the A chord of the first, second and third finger, we're going to just, at the very end of that, we're just going to turn it into an A sus2 briefly, and then into an A again. I'll show you where I mean with that. Won't you please, please help me. Okay, just a little bit of embellishment there. And another thing I tend to do on the chorus, so we start with a B minor, is just put the little sort of, you know, the bass parts in. So we got a B, if you can, I'm feeling down. Okay, so what I'm doing there, I'm just going from a B minor, and just before I go into the G, I'm going to play the A string and then an open A string. So, and then we're going to go into a G. So that in context. So help me if you can, I'm feeling down. A, open A. Then we got a G. I do appreciate you being around. So what we do then, we play the E string with the third the second finger on the 3rd fret where it will be on the G anyway, and then the first finger is going to play the 2nd fret on the E, which is an F sharp note. So we got, and then we go into the E. Okay, so help me if you can, I'm feeling down, and I do appreciate you being around. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me? Okay, the verse, we got verse 2 and the second chorus, which are identical, exactly the same with the chords and everything. Verse 3, the first couple of lines would be the same chords, but the first couple of lines would be sort of stops in, so you'd have like, when I was younger, so much younger than today, I never needed anybody's help in any way. And then the strummy kicks in, but now these days are gone and I'm not so self-assured, and I've found to change my mind and I've opened up the doors. Okay, so then we've got the last chorus, which is pretty much the same, but we just tidy the ending up. There's a couple of different chords at the end of the chorus, so I'll just go through the last chorus, which is E B minor. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down, and I do appreciate you being around. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help? On the word me, we're going to go to an F sharp minor. Me, help me, help me. We finish on an A, and then we play an A6 at the end. Now an A6 is just barring the top 4 strings and playing obviously the open, you know, like we would an A chord. So I'm barring the E, B, G and D strings. We've got an A6 chord. Okay, and that's pretty much, you know, all you're going to need for all the chords throughout the song. Now the most difficult thing is probably getting the strumming pattern, so. Now I tend to sort of mix this up a little bit just to get a bit more fluency when I'm playing this, so I don't tend to sort of stick to one pattern. But a good pattern, you know, obviously there's a lot of people who really struggle with strumming, and I really do appreciate that, and I try to help people out as much as I can. So I'll give you a sort of a basis to try and sort of stick to. So once you got the intro, you know, with a help, I need somebody help, not just anybody help, you know, I need somebody help. Now a good pattern to sort of maybe drive throughout this song would be down, down, up, down. Because fast-paced songs like this, you know, this strumming pattern works pretty well. So down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Okay, I know you've got your half-time changing chords there, where we just do down, up, down, up, down, down. So on the D, down, down, up, down, 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 down. Okay, now that pretty much works throughout the song. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. I hope you all dug that. Like I say, it's always great to have loads of Beatles songs in your archive. I always remember my guitar teacher saying to me, you know, if you learn loads and loads of different sort of Beatles songs throughout the career, you'll probably learn every chord you ever need to know. And sort of in a way, there is a lot of truth in that, because the Beatles have covered so many different chords. And I know Paul McCartney was sort of obsessed with chords. He's forever pushing the boundaries and learning new chords. But I think this is just a great song. You know, I can do more Beatles songs if you want them. I know loads and loads of people have covered, you know, Beatles songs on YouTube, so I'm sort of careful on what I pick. And I know this has been, you know, covered by loads and loads of teachers, but, you know, this one's dedicated to the people who are subscribed to my channel and sort of follow my songs. And like I say, it's a good one to get into as a beginner, you know, just getting into bar chords and getting the changes around the bar chords and things. So it's a great one to get into your archive anyway. You know, if you're a busker or a gigger, you can't go wrong with a Beatles song, particularly this one. I think it's a great song. So thanks very much for watching. If you have got any requests, I am currently taking requests. You know, you can either leave a comment in the video below, or a great way to reach me, if you go over and like my page on Facebook, which is Wayne R Guitar, you can drop me a personal message, as long as it's a nice message, mind. I am getting through a lot of requests at the moment. I only really choose the ones that, you know, I've got to like it, and they've got to be requests within reason as well, you know. I'm not going to cover like a One Direction song or a 15-minute prog song or something like that, so it's got to be something within reason. But I am, you know, very varied, as you can see through my lessons. There's 60s to modern day, but, you know, a large chunk of my lessons are, because I'm a huge fan of Manchester music, you know, Oasis, the Stone Roses, the Smiths, the Joy Division, you know, all the major sort of Manchester bands. There's loads and loads of songs. So if you are a Manchester music fan, you know, and you aren't subscribed, please do. And that just leaves me to say thanks very much for watching again. You know, thanks for subscribing. If you haven't already, please do. And I will catch you for another lesson very, very soon. Take care.